Hi everybody, welcome to my review of Season 1, Episode 8 of Little Women Dallas. If you haven't seen this episode yet, this video will act as a spoiler, so you might want to watch this later. The name of this episode is Hello, Goodbye. The episode begins with the ladies going to the Texas State Fair. They go on rides, play some games, go to the petting zoo, and eat some fried carnival foods. Amanda tells the ladies that her ex Zach will be coming to Texas. She's going to have him meet the ladies. She says that Zach claims that he's changed, but she's gonna take things slow because she doesn't want her heart broken again. Amanda says that she wants Zach to show that he wants a relationship with her, and she hopes that things work out between them, and if they do, she's not moving out of Texas. Tiffany and Austin attempt to go on a ride together, but Tiffany is too short. Then Austin proceeds to go on the ride, and then he's told that he's too big to go on. Then in the commentary, they show Kaylee saying that Austin's too big to go on the ride, not because of muscle, but because of fat. And if you put down the cheeseburger, maybe he'll be able to go on the ride next time. Wow, that was mean. Later, Tiffany tells the ladies that her dad will be coming to town. Kaylee asks Tiffany how her dad feels about Austin. Tiffany says that her dad is happy that she's happy, but he wants to see more in Austin, and for him to put his 50% into living with her. Tiffany says that she hopes her dad has good advice for Austin that's helpful and doesn't cause a fight. Not to mention that her father is not the biggest fan of Austin. Tiffany tells the ladies that she wants them to go with her, Austin, and her dad to a Texan barbecue restaurant. Next, Emily sits down with Asta and Ty. Asta says that she and Ty have been struggling to raise money for the bar. Asta asks Emily if she can invest in her bar, since she has a trust fund. Emily asks Ty and Asta if they have a business plan. Ty says that they do. Asta talks about her vision of the bar. Emily says that she wants the bar to be super empowering for little people. Asta says that with Emily's help, they can have a solid game plan for the bar. Emily says it sounds like Asta and Ty have a dream, not a plan, but opening a business does interest her. And she'll have to talk to her lawyer about it, and there's a lot to consider when opening a bar. Tiffany, her father Jeff, and Austin go to a restaurant. Jeff asks Tiffany how she likes Texas, and how does she like living in her house, and how are she and Austin getting along, living together. Austin says, good. Tiffany says that they have their fights occasionally, but they get along. Jeff asks Austin what he's been doing. Austin says that he's been looking for work. Tiffany says that her dad thinks that the men should take care of the women, and he doesn't hesitate to tell Austin what he thinks. Austin says that it's complicated to look for a job without transportation. Tiffany's dad says that that's just an excuse, and he needs to have some sort of income. Then the ladies arrive to the restaurant and they introduce themselves to Tiffany's dad. Tiffany and Austin leave the table. Tiffany's dad asks Kaylee what Tiffany and Austin have been doing. Kaylee says that they've been fighting, and he calls Tiffany names like the B word, and Tiffany just brushes it off like it's nothing. Tiffany's dad says that he'll have to have a long talk with Austin and Tiffany. Asta and Ty meet up with Emily and her lawyer regarding their bar. Emily's lawyer tells her that the average lifespan of a bar in Dallas is 1 year, and they need to make sure that she's protected. Asta and Ty talk about their vision for the bar, and they show the lawyer a graph of potential for the bar. The lawyer says that the potential for failure is massive. Then, in the commentary, they show Asta saying, why can't the lawyer be optimistic? He's keeping it real. He knows a lot about business ventures, and it's good to have confidence and to think optimistically, but you should always be prepared for the worst. The lawyer asks Ty and Asta if they've thought about the startup costs for the business, including insurance, liquor license, etc. He also says he proposes that they go into business as partners, and it will be a 70-30 split, with Emily receiving 70% of the capital. Asta says that she was hoping it would be a 50-50 split. Emily says it can't be 50-50 because she's coming out of her own pocket, and if she wanted to open her own bar, she could. Emily says she'll be happy to work with Asta and Ty, but she has to make smart investment choices, and that's why she's going hard on them. Ty and Asta say that they'll have to think about everything. Next, Amanda picks her ex, Zach, from the airport. Amanda tells Zach that she has something planned for when he meets the ladies. She says that they're going to an adventure park with an obstacle course. Amanda says that the obstacle course is a great place to meet the ladies, since Zach can be shy, and sitting at a table at a restaurant can be awkward. She hopes that Zach makes a good impression on the ladies, but mostly a good impression on her. Tiffany's dad and Tiffany chat with each other. Tiffany's dad says that he's worried about Tiffany's well-being with Austin. He says the ladies are very unhappy about how Austin has been treating her and the names he's called her. And then Tiffany says, but he's never done it in front of them. It doesn't matter where he says it. He shouldn't be calling you the B word. He's your boyfriend. He should be respecting you. Tiffany says that she wishes the ladies would have just said those things to her face. And they don't know the Austin that she knows. Tiffany's dad says that Austin isn't contributing to the household, and he points out how Tiffany moved to Dallas to get herself a good career in what she's doing, and she has to concentrate on that. And he feels like Austin is riding Tiffany's coattail into Dallas, Texas, because it's a new place. Then Tiffany begins to cry. Tiffany says that she wants Austin to get a job and be the man of the house. Her dad says that if Austin loved her the way she loves him, he would listen. Then Tiffany asks what else is there to say, and she wants to grow with Austin. Tiffany's dad says that if Austin doesn't find a job, she should tell Austin that he cannot stay with her. Amanda and Zach meet the ladies and their dates at the park with an obstacle course. Then all the ladies and their dates introduce themselves to Zach, and even Brachelle shows up too. The instructor has everybody pair up. They put on belts with ropes that link them together. They'll have to go over various obstacles, and whoever gets to the end of the course first wins. So they have the race, and Wuda and Bree come in first place. Then everybody sits down and has a snack. They ask Amanda and Zach what they have planned while Zach is in town. Then Amanda starts talking about how they dated in the past and yada yada yada. And Amanda says that she notices how Zach has matured a lot, and her feelings for him are coming back. Next, Amanda and Zach go to a place where they can view the city of Dallas. Zach says that he's enjoyed the time that he and Amanda have spent together. Amanda says that she doesn't want Zach to go back to Arizona, and the week went by fast. Zach says that he's going to miss her when he goes back. Then Amanda gets a little emotional. Then they kiss each other on the lips. Then Zach thanks Amanda for bringing him out to Dallas. Then they have a toast to each other and their future. And then Zach asks Amanda if she's considering moving back to Phoenix. Amanda says that she just got to Dallas and she learned that a woman never follows a man. Then Zach says that he's ready for a second chance with Amanda. In the next scene, Asta meets up with Emily at a restaurant to talk about the bar. Asta says that she and Ty are not going to sign the agreement, and the 70-30 thing is hard for them when they're putting in all the work, and Emily is just sitting back and collecting the money. Emily says that's what an investor does, collect money. Asta says that they can't live off of 30%, and asks them if they can do a 50-50. Emily asks Asta if they do 50-50, can she come up with the money to open the bar? And Asta doesn't say anything, so that means no. Asta says she and Ty are willing to negotiate, and they'll even go for 60-40. Emily says that that's not beneficial for her. Emily says Asta doesn't understand that she needs her more than she needs Asta and Ty. Emily says that she can't make an investment to help Asta and Ty better their lives, but she has to make an investment to help herself. And that's what her lawyer is telling her to do. Asta says that she and Ty came to Emily for a partnership. Emily says that she'll be the one screwed in the end when the money is lost. Amanda says she and Ty believe in each other, and the last thing they want to do is involve someone who doesn't believe in them. Emily says if Asta's bar plan doesn't work out, she can open up her own bar. And then Asta accuses Emily of taking her idea. Emily says that Asta's idea was asking her for money. Then Emily says Asta didn't come up with the idea of opening up a little people bar because they have bars that are ran by little people all around the world. And if she decides she wants to open up her own bar, she will. And it's their loss for not taking a deal when she gave it to them. Then Asta says maybe she and Ty will have to look for an investor elsewhere because asking Emily was a bad idea. Then, in the last scene of the episode, Tiffany decides to have a talk with Austin. She basically tells Austin that he's going home because he hasn't found a job, and she needs to do what she needs to do, and she's been telling him that he needs to help around the house, and unfortunately, he left his job in Ohio to live with her. Then she gives him his plane ticket and it turns out that the flight was scheduled for that day. And then Austin gets annoyed and says, F that, and that is BS, and then he leaves the table. Austin tells Tiffany that he isn't talking to her, and then he walks out the house. Then Tiffany walks outside to speak to him. She tells Austin that his Uber is waiting for him, and she gives him his suitcase, and then he snatches his plane ticket out her hand, and he proceeds to go to the car. And Tiffany asks him, can she have a hug and a kiss? Then Austin says, kiss me on FaceTime. Austin gets in the car, and then the car drives away, and Tiffany goes in the house and gets in bed and cries. Tiffany says that she hopes that Austin's time away will help them with their future, because she does want a future with Austin. And that's the end of the episode. Hopefully this time away will give Austin a little wake-up call. So, this is the end of the first half of season 1. I thought it was going to be the season finale, but I found out that there's still more to come this season. And I'm going to tell you guys some of the things I saw in the sneak peek for the rest of season 1. Amanda participates in a figure competition. I guess Kaylee's messing with another guy, and she has a pregnancy scare. Emily says she wants another baby. A boy in particular, because she lost JJ, poor Emily. Tiffany is confronted about Austin once again. I guess Austin comes back to Texas, and he proposes to Tiffany. I guess Emily gets handed some lawsuit papers because they show her receiving an envelope with a guy saying you've been served. Then Emily wants to partner up with Tara Jolie with opening up a bar. I don't know when season 1 will resume, but I'm excited. Whew. And one more thing. Little Women Atlanta will be returning on January 4th. I'm excited. I saw some sneak peek of some things that will be happening for season 3. And I saw the first look. Did you guys see that first look when Minnie said, never mind, go watch the first look yourself, man. I don't want to ruin it for anybody. So, yes, I will be doing reviews for season 3 of Little Women Atlanta in January 2017. And that reminds me that this is my last video in 2016. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thumbs up if you liked the video. Follow me on Twitter at ILUMoreThanThis. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. If you have subscribed, turn on my notifications so you'll know whenever I post a video. Watch my other Little Women Dallas review videos. Watch my Little Women Atlanta review videos if you want to catch up. I hope you guys have happy holidays and a happy new year, and I will see you guys next year. Bye!